What's up everybody, Alessia here with another deck profile update. Today I'm bringing you the new Gurguit support from set 10, Raging Clash of the Blade Thing. This is a pure Gurguit deck. I hope you guys enjoy it. I put a lot of work, effort, and time into building it, and I hope you enjoy it. So let's go ahead and break it down from 3 to 0 and then jump right back to 4. Here's our grade 3. Most notably is our new grade 3 Golden Holy Sword Gurguit, with an on-strike skill of a counter boss 1, soul blast 1. When a G unit goes on top of them, check the top 4 cards of the deck and superior call it to rear guard. If that superior card has the Unite ability, you can look at the top card of the deck, call it to rear guard at rest. Now, it really is not that far different than the normal Sunrise Rain Knight Gurguit. It is a little more pricey considering the Soul Blast part, but to be able to get an instant Unite just from your first stride is amazing. The Generation Break 2 skill is Unite specific. Once you're in Unite by placing 2 cards in the guard circle from hand or from deck, not from moving the rear guard from intercepting, which is a little bit like that, all your rear guards gain the ability to intercept from the back row, which is so cool. You can toss, if you have to superior call a trigger or something during your turn, you're not able to return it back, you're able to use this skill to essentially use it to intercept for you, which is really good. Normal Gurguit is still a really decent card. The counter boss 1, soul boss 1 to guard with the top 4 cards of the deck, select 1. It's still very handy and still very defense card, which is what the newer Gold Paladin deck does. It's defensive, but also very offensive. Now let's take a look at our grade 2s. Starting from left to right, we have the new card, Knight of Daylight Canarius. On Unite, he gains an extra 3000 attack if your Vanguard has Gurguit in its card name. He also has an automatic skill when he's placed on rear guard, regardless from the deck or from the hand. Discard a card, check the top 3 cards of the deck, and superior call 1 to rear guard and put the rest to the bottom. He's an upgraded Loppier shooter, but able to gain an extra 3000 attack. We have Perrymore in the middle, with his Unite skill of gaining an extra 2000 attack. The counter boss 1, check the top 3 cards of the deck, and call one of them directly behind him, and put the rest at the bottom in any order. So we have another instant Unite card. And then we have Bullergol, who in Unite gains an extra 5000 attack till the end of turn, which makes him a great 14k beat stick. This deck needs to be very offensive as well when it comes to rear guards, and it works with it. Now let's take a look at our grade 1s. Now, with the addition of set 10, the only real big difference that came from it was the new Perfect Guard, Holy Mage Alessia. With her Perfect Guard skill being able to be used when placed in guard circle in general, which means she combos perfectly with Slammy Flare, normal Gurguit skill, hell, it even combos with the new Gurguit's Generation Break 2 skill. So I don't need to explain the Perfect Guard skill, but she does have the Unite skill. When she does appear in the guard circle, you can send one of your rear guards back to the bottom of the deck. If so, she gains an extra 10, no not 10, she gains an extra 15k shield. So that alone makes your Vanguard's guard power 26k. That is amazing, and to be able to put something back into the deck is very handy, especially if you hold a trigger during your last turn. Just to slide that trigger right back into the deck. It's all good. We still have the 4 stride fodders. Now with this deck, with it being more stride based, it's also more Gurguit based. So if you prefer one Gurguit or the other to start with, you're able to call this to rear guard and fish out that specific Gurguit unit that you want. Next we have 4 Jeffrey. Jeffrey in this deck is super important. In the last video I did with the Ezel deck, Jeffrey wasn't in it, because I felt that Horsa was a bit more important for pushing power. that's kind of the opposite here in this build. Considering we're already building up a lot of power with certain cards, we need to be able to start guarding from the hand as well to initiate those Unite skills during the opponent's turn. So having a hand in this deck is very important. But also following the same logic of having pushing power, we still have the 3 Horsas. Horsa is still such an amazing card. And I think Horsa is probably still going to be a staple in any Gold Paladin deck that's able to unite. Now let's take a look at our grade 0s. So now with our grade 0s, we still have Coel as our starter. Coel is, I want to say, is like the ultimate starter for Gold Paladins. Considering how superior quality they are, hashtag it, it's too good to use. Especially that shuffle at the end of the turn plus 2k is great. But for this build, we're actually going more 6 and 6. 6 critical triggers and 6 stand triggers. We're running 4 Starface Lions. If it gets superior called or whatever, there's no bad consequences about it, because it goes in the soul when Gurguit attacks, and you're able to give it 5,000 and draw a card. Also with that in mind, we have Flame of Victory to go into the soul to give the Vanguard, or give a unit an extra 3,000 power. Jerry is here for damage management and soul management. Quite literally, 10 triggers in this deck go into the soul, which is pretty cool. Gigantic Ringer is here not just for additional power, but draw power as well. Because we don't use draw triggers in this deck, and like I mentioned before with Jeffrey, draw power is very important. But not important enough to want to run draw triggers. Sorry. And we have 4 heal triggers. Alright, now let's bump it right back up to grade 4. Now here we are with our grade 4s, our generation zone. Most notably, our first actual stride, Holy Sword of Heavenly Law, Gurguit. This card is an amazing first stride, especially for Gurguit, considering you can get the instant unite going. And when he attacks, you're able to check the top 7 cards of the deck, call one, to rear guard, and then shuffle the deck. He also gains the ability of all your rear guards gain extra 2,000 for each card named Gurguit face up in the generation zone. Considering he has to flip himself up, using him as a first stride guarantees that all your rear guards on the field gain an extra 2,000 attack when they attack. So using 4 is going to be perfect, because no matter how you do it, if you go Holy Sword after Holy Sword, or Heavenly Law after Heavenly Law, that's going to be plus 6 to all the rear guards. Or if you do what I think is pretty cool, going to Heavenly Law first, then try to push your luck with a Radiant Sword, then for your third strike go back into Heavenly Law, there'll be 4 Gurguit cards face up, thus adding 8k to all your rear guards. So much power, so much pushing power, it's so cool. Next we have Radiant Sword Gurguit, which, with the new addition of Golden Holy Sword, the Unite cost, it doesn't even matter at this point. Unite will already be active. Glorious Raining Dragon is still a solid game ender card. It just depends on the situation. If you don't want to use Heavenly Law as your first stride, that's fine. You still have access to Golden Dragon, Scourge Point Dragon. When something is superior called from the deck, this card and the superior called card gain an extra 5,000 attack to the end of the turn. We also have the addition of a brand new Golden Dragon, Build Peak Dragon, whose Unite skill is when it returns face up to the Generation Zone, countercharge 1, soul charge 1. So if you stride on top of Golden Holy Sword Gurguit, you pretty much get 2 cards superior called for free. He also has a continuous skill of gaining 3,000 attack for each of your rear guards. So if you have a full field, he's already going to be plus 15,000. Pushing by himself 41,000. We still have Seabreeze in the deck, because Seabreeze is still a really good card to use, and much like the Ezreal deck, we still have 3 Slimy Flares. Although this is still experimental, we're still testing it out. Well, I am still testing it out, there is no way. I'm testing it out still. I have other G-Guards coming in the mail, but I still like the fact that we're able to recite stuff. Alright, that'll do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the deck profile update. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. Also, if you liked what you saw, consider liking the video, subscribing, and checking out the links in the description below. Links to the Facebook page, the Twitter, and to Patreon. Please consider sponsoring me on Patreon. All I ask is just less than $1 a month. All that money goes towards updating decks, updating my equipment, and to provide you all with better content. So until then, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next game. Remember, stay humble.